I also need to finish my third run of Fire Emblem Three Houses so I can marry Constance von Nouvelle.
I actually finished my first run of that. Hi Twitch crowd, we're back again! Back at it again. I update OBS. That seems to have been the problem. But I didn't mean to skip that. We've already read this before at one point.
There's no audio in the Discord preview.
Hang on.
But okay.
I mean, beep.
For those wondering in the Twitter, what we were discussing between sessions was the Fire Emblem games that we need to get back to playing.
The shooting took place during the second set? If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
What? Wait, didn't we? Did I press the statement? Was this the statement I pressed? Or did I just not press anything? I don't remember what happened. But the gunshot.
Do you remember Daddy Phoenix's advice?
With the... Papa?
No, do you remember Daddy Phoenix's advice?
Nope. That was at the end.
That it will be hard to take him down with conventional methods.
Oh, right. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been...
What? Some kind of setup? I've heard that one before.
We need proof, Apollo! We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Lamiwa said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
True. Not easy, but true. There's some way to prove that.
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's some cool toy in there.
Evidence. Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me?
Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. Sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamiwa as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
This is tough. So, what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. Looking through the court record. Well, actually, I'm going to go to that statement because we know we got to present something on that statement. Okay.
The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
Because I'm an attorney. No. It's not anything to do with the actual lyrics itself, I don't think. Because, you know.
I don't remember the solution here.
Unless we present it, and then we're just like, well, you know, she forgot these lyrics or something. But I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket for right now and look at the other evidence.
Okay. I don't remember the actual solution to this, but I have a theory currently. Do you want to hear it, or do you want to look through it all yourself first?
I'll look through it all myself, and then I'll hear your theory. Not the postcard.
Okay.
Not the investigation.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I am indeed positive it is neither of those.
Alright, if you're sure.
The revolver? I don't know if we present this. I can't see why we would. I mean, it is the murder weapon, but I don't know if we present this and be like, well, you see. But I don't think
it's the future. Our high-tech guns record the moment they shoot each bullet.
I don't think it's the brooch. We already did that shit. Not the mixing board yet. Keyring, not important. Though we haven't used this at all. I have no idea when this is going to be for.
Didn't we use it to get into the to the guitar case?
Did we? Excuse me, man. The autopsy report.
Totally vital.
9 to 9:30 is a long time, but I also don't think this is what we have to present, but looks like that's a long time span. Not important.
Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
I don't think that's important. We know what the videotape's like.
Are you sure you don't want to? Are you sure you don't want to watch through the entire thing one more time?
Oh, if
just in case.
Sure.
Commit to the bit.
Oh, the night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Leisure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly.
Damn, Val and Grammar is kind of pretty.
Whoa, whoa, burning on in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. These are really weird lyrics, so we just talked about that. we were just talking about
they probably sounded more natural in Japanese, and then the translation had to work with what they had.
Yeah. Headset, I'm bored. Remote guitar, remote trigger.
Remote guitar.
Remote guitar. Shut up, I can read. I can explain why I said that. I can. I saw remote, and I knew that this trigger, triggered now you're in the guitar, and that's what happened.
Wrong. You said it because a remote guitar is a cool concept, $1 million idea.
Triggers ignite within 30 beats. I don't think this is important. I'm very lost. I have no idea. What's your running theme? What's your idea, Mikey?
My current theory is the mixing board. We isolate Lamiwa's singing and listen for the gunshots in the recording.
See, I keep forgetting that we can use it for other songs. I still think it's just Guilty Love that can be used on it. No, this makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna make a save state though. No, that makes sense.
Well, you don't need to make a save state just to check it.
Which one was it?
Just turn them all down until you find it. Oh, looks like you already found it. It's 1.
Oh! Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay, Mikey. Okay, you're onto something. You're on something. See, I thought Guilty Love would still be in there, but then I forgot that Clavier used the, like, we used it earlier. Okay. Okay.
Objection!
It seems there was clear I can't read. It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lemmy-Water's song! Her song?
What exactly is this device thingy? Is this an even bigger, heavier phone? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps?
Come on, we just used this, and don't get me started on gramophone. The device was used to record the performance part by part.
Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lamiwa's voice included. Oh, but what does this prove?
According to Lemmy-Water's testimony, at the moment of shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots.
Clavier giving us the answer. Exactly. I still love, though, that it's the prosecution and the end of the fence basically fighting this Darien. It's great.
Ha! Ridiculous!
Why are you sweating, boy?
How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage?
Have you forgotten, Darien? We were all wearing these headsets.
Oh!
We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lamiwa's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now. Without any further delay.
Stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Oh, already on it. Already on it. Turn down all these. Put it there.
I think it was at the start of the second section.
Oh, am I not allowed to go to the second? What do I do? Oh, do I have to...
Hit 1. Start the next section. Nope. No, click the second segment of the first blue bar. Oh.
I guess this is right.
Make a save state first.
Pretty sure this is right.
Just in case the game is particular about it.
True. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is track with Lemmy-Water's vocals. You stole away the keys my heart held on to all night.
Please, I did hear something faintly there. Why, it sounded like a gunshot.
What? This has to be some kind of mistake!
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set. Which means Lamiwa's testimony was true.
Crap!
Order! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard.
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch. Now!
Just...
No. Almost did Darian's voice. Hang on, going crazy. Just after that,
Just after there was a gunshot, and the guitar caught on fire, see?
No, not for Apollo. Apollo doesn't sound that rough and tough. I mean, look at that face. He acts like he wants to be that rough and tough, but bro, he ain't.
Detective Crushing, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon and into the wall?
Lemuel was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latusse's life was taken. Well, Detective Croissant!
Once again I am reminded of something. Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory.
Oh, Clavier's putting it together now.
You were there too, Herr Forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, somebody's dead. And then there was that performance just now. Absolute dog shit, Darian. What were you even doing? What was that all about?
This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar?
Ah!
It was you, Darian. You're guilty. You killed him. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? It's a very easy letter. It's not like X or something.
Not like X.
I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well,
You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
He's an imposter!
I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Latusse's 45 caliber hand cannon.
See, I was thinking imposter, but,
As we
Okay.
have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Okay. So he hurt himself. That wasn't what I was thinking it was gonna be. I really thought it was gonna be like, haha, imposter. Impasta.
You were thinking body double?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But no, this makes sense. Wait! You mean his playing was effective because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
ha! You're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Croissant?
I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training. Plenty of it. I'm no amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche. Which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? This thought had occurred to me, yes.
Someone's a little nervous.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this?
Oh, you sound a lot like Clavier for a sec there, Judge. Are you working your impressions?
I was doing an impression of his stupid accent. Detective Croissant!
Why, I want to ask him what Mr. Sleeves Rolled Up Ready for Action has to say. Hey, you, attorney.
Me?
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on the tape that could be anything.
I don't know about that, Darian. I think you're pulling at strings here.
And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do.
Ellipses.
You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager, and that's the obvious truth.
Okay, time to observe, or whatever it's called. The witness has a point.
Cross-examine! His thing. Well... No.
The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Croissant. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Proof of innocence by Darian Croissant. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. That was the diva's first trip to this country, eh? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
Darian, why are you suddenly Canadian, eh?
He knows the judge's brother. He's been hanging out with the judge's brother too much.
Any amount is too much of hanging out with that man.
Okay, no motive. Hang on. Darian. You know what could be motive?
A simple reason indeed. Yeah, but that hasn't been brought up yet.
Yeah, but we'll bring it up.
You gotta make it relevant. Remember the 2 rules of evidence law.
That are only in one game? One part of one game?
Prosecutor... A case that was written between the original trilogy and this game, so... Could come back. You don't know.
Maybe.
Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes. Not even once. Can you believe that? I see. Very well. What a shame. He never even got to see the Statue of Liberty, or the Empire State Building, or the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Pizza.
Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great, now I need to find a motive. I'm thinking it's the eggs. Because there's nothing else that would be a motive. What was it if I press it? Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was...
Oh, right, sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not
That's
a
what
very...
makes him a good undercover cop.
And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. Ha 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 ha!
I'm totally innocent, by the way.
That's cold, dog!
Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was. You want a reason?
He was a human.
Easy, I got no motive, man.
But that's the same for Machi! No motive was proven for him!
Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own.
Ugh.
More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. This was the diva's first trip to the country, eh?
I said A, so I'm gonna keep it A. Darian, you're a detective with international affairs.
Yeah? What of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert.
Huh?
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
That's right. Well, Detective Crescent. Oh, sorry, Detective Croissant.
Ha ha ha! That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then.
Yeah, you'd better. Confess?
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. They just can't handle all this.
What? But you're an international?
See, me and Plane's got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much.
my condolences, Hair Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's not allowed on planes. They're afraid he'll enact 9/11 too.
No! No! Oh god! That's so bad. That's so bad.
Yes, that's why they don't let him fly.
Oh my god.
He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
So he's a loser.
How could I possibly know her manager?
So you didn't fraternize with him? I assume that's the same thing as, like, you know, communicate or, like, kind of, like, mingle with or whatnot.
It's legalese for hangout.
Him at all during the concert? Was fraternize? Is that what you said?
Fraternize, as in, like, you know, a fraternity at a college.
Oh, fraternize. Gotcha.
Fraternize? Ha! I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to the old Eastern blockhead. Now the Lays, that's a different matter altogether. So you see, if I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
You sure about that?
What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for ya! Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations, I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what!
Hair Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
Ha ha ha! Man, what evidence? That's what I wanna know!
So he's using this mauve question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence! I'm thinking it's the egg. I'm gonna present the egg on this.
Evidence and this gun I found.
You want to feel what 45 feels like being shot at you?
Objection!
Yay. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What's that? Ooh, looks like candy.
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Sun, ever seen this? Your Honor, stop! That's disgusting!
No.
Your Honor! Your Honor!
It's
You're
delicious.
deep throwing it! Your Honor, you're deep throwing it! That's concerning! Your Honor, that's one of the only things to cure incuritis! Your Honor! Your Honor!
Your Honor, you're choking!
Your Honor! Your Honor! Well, I guess...
know the Heimlich maneuver!
Looks like a piece of candy!
Well,
And
what?
It tastes like a piece of candy.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one that color or flavor. And I've licked a lot of cocoons in my day, I'll have you know.
Oh, did you now?
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my mouth? Surely this has something to do with the motive for killing my tooth.
It does. Wait! I mean, I think it does. Your Honor, get that shit out of your mouth.
You sound so confident, man.
A candy cocoon. Is it one of those fluky cocoons? The kind that you can make with fruit girls?
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative for incuritis.
Curative for what? Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia. If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? And it's so delicious as well. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. Also, can I have a lick, Your Honor?
No, Trucy, no.
You don't want to taste it. It's been down his throat by now. We looked into it a matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely.
Drugs?
A deadly poison.
Oh!
I was winging that there, but I guess that's the most natural bad thing you could make when making medicine.
Yeah.
What?
Or like really bad like hallucinogen drugs or what have you.
Well, that would just be fun.
That would be fun. Clavier probably would think so. Hi, baby boy!
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. Well, I mean, after all, the Holy Trinity is sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
That's true. That's true.
It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware. Intriguing. All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoons' export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol? Where have I heard that before?
Right! The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent.
Oh, Romaine Lettuce, I just got that.
You just are referring to him as a manager. I want to know Darian Crescent. Darian Crescent. What does it sound like? I got one of them.
Croissant.
No, but it's definitely like, it definitely is a way funnier thing than that, but anyway.
Let me look it up right now. Darian Crescent.
But that is misleading. Romain Latouche was killed as a manager. Oh, wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. That what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was going to sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous! I mean, totally unthinkable.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony. About this smuggling of cocoons business.
Cocoon smuggling by Darian the detective. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons.
What are you gonna say?
Okay, the Ace Attorney wiki doesn't. The Ace Attorney wiki doesn't seem to have a theory as to what pun his name is supposed to be, but his name is Darian Crescent in every language except for the original Japanese. So maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. But also it confirms that his theme is supposed to be a shark, not an orca.
Okay. Good to know, good to know.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal.
I have no idea what to do, so I'll probably have to press him on this stuff.
Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Lettuce undercover.
You kids think up the craziest shit. But no way am I going to risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty-ass cocoon money.
Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted, Mr. Crescent. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
This annoying move I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what.
I wonder...
I wonder... Has anything to do with the article about the Chief Justice's son, who is afflicted with incuritis? I wonder. I'll press him on every statement anyway, just more dialogue.
I wonder where
That memo!
fish
That's
did
how
go.
you knew about the cocoons!
A fishy.
Oh, nice one. I'm running scared now.
You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons, and how delicious are they? I'm embarrassed to admit, but I'd never heard of them before I tasted one just now.
Well, Lemuar knew about them, though not their use.
My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they are legal to export and delicious. That's all.
Not delicious.
Then I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people
Your Honor,
like
get it
me.
out of your mouth.
You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man! And everyone in Interpol, too, for that matter. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them.
So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche.
All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that can't sell them on the black market too. Too dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore.
But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices?
Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They turn your forehead to switch chains before you could say objection.
Maybe we could get them to cut his stupid hair too. Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market.
And that's a bad thing? Why do you... It's a concern you know so much.
Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
I mean, he is a cop. It is his job to know about illegal shit.
Yeah.
Man, I've been international affairs. I know the deal.
Which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system.
Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts?
That wasn't what I was trying to,
Down, Darian. It's as you say, you silly little boy. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these delicious, delicious cocoons. International Affairs, Interpol, and Borginian Customs are all watching.
See? We know what we're doing! Not like yipping little doggies that'll lap up every word that diva says.
why I oughta...
Out one! You want some of this?
Chill, both of you silly little boys. Let's do this cool, yeah? Okay, so on the count of three, we'll all unzip our pants.
Screw cool! I want this guy's head on a stick! The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he was up to. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm very positive. It is probably this. But I don't know where to present to.
Maybe in can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous.
Yeah, that's the only one that looks. I'm gonna make a save state because I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Objection!
Perfect. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article! That's about the Chief Justice's...
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure! And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis!
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning!
Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has.
And this is the article about it, Your Honor.
You aren't saying...
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with Chief Justice.
You are saying... The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Corruption in the higher ranks? No, bye. Not even say his own son's life.
But even if the deal went through... Why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Cassen's insurance! If word got out, I don't know what he said, I skipped past it.
If word got out, the one with his neck on the line
Would be the Chief Justice!
Detective Croissant, is this true?
First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway?
Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Don't let sleeves over there trick ya. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well...
Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only one who's watching this. Virginia Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out.
So Clavier makes fun. So Clavier calls Apollo hair forehead, and Darien calls Apollo sleeves. I'm gonna guess at least one other member of the Gaviniers would somehow talk about his pants.
They're just gonna slowly start talking about everything on his body.
Yes, across the entire Gaviniers, he's nicknamed for every part. He's got a nickname for every part of himself.
Poor Apollo.
So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Virginia Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked.
Hold it!
Just how strict is this customs check?
Why, way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours.
I do recall it being a bit extreme. They even gave me a prostate exam at the same time.
I did not expect you to say that.
They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them. They do look very much like candy.
That's right, Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he?
I remember setting off the metal detectors several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through.
I would love to see that. Anyway, here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glamorous fop.
Glimmerous.
Sorry.
You better be.
Yeah.
A gift from La Miwa, sent from Borginia. Burned the night of the concert. Didn't Gavin mention he used a special... Didn't Gavin mention he used a special service to get it shipped to him?
Yeah, and maybe... Okay. I hear what you're...
Save state time?
I hear what you're saying. Because maybe... This is what
You're
it
gonna
was...
be the one that saves me.
This is what the cocoon was in. And maybe it was burned because... I don't know who actually burned it, but they knew it was like maybe in there at one point. I don't know.
Lamiwa did hear Darian say, "It's over, throw the switch," before Gavin's guitar lit up.
Yeah.
Objection!
Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor. Ah! I don't believe it.
Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it you told me yesterday at your office?
You mean that thing about your pretty eyes?
No, not that. Not that.
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. Lovingly like her forehead should be played. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiwa. How did it end up here? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity would ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamiva's studio.
Ah, yes.
I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Okay, so the question is, who was in Borginia who put the cocoon in on that end? Pristine and untouched.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched.
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Borginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle cocoon out Virginia!
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, the guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work? You want a Maserati, you want a hot body, you'd better work, bitch. Good memory, hair forehead, and excellent singing, Judge. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front.
Oh yes, I remember this conversation.
It is called the sounding hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. An igniter.
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. One igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar.
You mean? He means this, of course. Oh!
There was a way to get Cocoon out the country. They could use Picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band! Yuck!
That doesn't make sense though, because Darian said he's never been to Borginia. Order! 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 So the igniter was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety Oh, wrong voice. It was a safety precaution.
Wow, kid, you sounded a lot like me just then. A precaution. Hair forehead. At last, it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro? Oh no.
The gentle sound of Lamua's ballad, if you please. First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting a guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could go near the case. Unwrapping a guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Lettuce.
Ah, Mr. Lettuce.
Mr. Lettuce, an undercover agent, was on to something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Lettuce tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon was confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot.
It's over. Press the switch, now!
The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then,
It was all over now.
Mr. Lettuce died.
This Flammy was there to witness it.
There's your case.
Brilliant, man!
Detective Croissant?
I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly? Were you an art student?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense. Darian, you silly little boy.
The Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
Oh, we're gonna explain this.
True, you haven't.
Ha! Let's see you make up a story for that, kiddo! How did I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
It's not so hard to imagine. You had help, a Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemiroir heard proves it. You made this transmission from backstage.
While your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it, the Coupe de Grace. Coupe de Grace?
Coup de grace. It's French.
I know it's French. I don't remember what it means.
I think it's like finishing blow or something.
Oh, okay.
That's how it's used anyway.
Yeah. And for one,
Coup de grace.
I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Yeah, coup de grace. Noun, a final blow or shot given to kill a wounded person or animal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, apparently the literal translation from French is stroke of mercy.
Oh, well.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility.
To make a save state, you fuck.
Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penicized.
Penicized?
Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
It was Phoenix Wright.
Right, that famous Borginian piano player, Phoenix Wright.
There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobe.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client.
A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one!
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I am. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Lettuce, and I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamiroir?
It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of
The
yourself.
reason? Electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals.
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that is true.
Now, think back to testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemuel was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems that Lemuel still could have done the deed. Oh, remember how we found the transmitter for the igniter in the piano?
Yeah. No, when the shooter made... Oh, this is making a lot more sense now. It's actually... The rating for this case is actually pretty good. No, when the shooter made that transmission... This is actually really...
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. So Machi set off the igniter by hitting a particular wrong note in the song.
Yeah. Wow, this is actually a pretty well-written case. I'm actually impressed. When Sheer made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lemuel stand in... They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall.
The Lemuel stand invalid grammar.
In other words, the remote couldn't have worked for Lemuel's position in the air vent.
In other words, please be true. Oh!
Well, Detective Percent, what do you have to say to that?
Your Honor,
Yes, Detective?
could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time.
It's really funny. I love seeing it. Oh, well, I don't see why not. It is very funny.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. It's not that funny. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through there I fly. I would like to hear someone actually sing that properly, though.
Ah ha ha! Too bad.
OBS disconnected? Why?
Hello.
Well, at least the recording will still be going anyway.
Ah ha ha! Too bad, so sad, punk.
You're
Punk?
back now.
Did I
Yeah,
just...
stopped dead. You in the Discord preview just stopped dead the second the fire in the guitar ignited.
Amazing. Luckily, it's still recording, so my laptop died. Reconnection
it was
successful.
It was almost like poetically timed.
That's good. That's good. Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Although I wish it hadn't happened because I wanted to add some laughter from the judge when the guitar burst into flames. First you were Sleeves, then Kid, now Punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo. What exactly were we supposed to see in this video besides the hilarious side of Mr. Gavin, being on fire? The problem isn't in what we see, correct, Darian?
Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
Time to break out the mixing board again?
Probably. Here to explain for us non-musicians.
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set off the igniter. That right?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, you have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay. Yeah. This is what we're gonna have to do.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano?
He doesn't pause playing the piano, so he must not have hit the switch.
A fleeting melody. How many times are we gonna see this video, though? It's just so funny! It's so funny.
What seems to be the problem there?
When did this game come out? 2006?
I want to say this one was 2009.
Oh, okay.
The piano sounded just fine.
So still over 10 years ago.
That's the problem, man. You still don't get it.
Ah!
Yeah, how's he supposed to
Turning
say?
release date? Oh, April 12th, 2007.
Okay, so I was close. I said 2006.
Yeah. 2007 was Japanese release date. North America was February 19th, 2008.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You've got Miss Dima, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the diva.
But we found it in the piano.
But according to you, she could have been the accomplice, could she?
Counterpoint. Counterpoint. That wasn't Lamiwar. That wasn't Lamiwar standing next to Clavier. That was Valent Grammary.
Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press the switch.
Even though we know the answer is it was in the fucking piano.
Yeah, he hit a wrong note, and that's when the ignition happened.
Yeah, we just have to listen to it. Like
We just have to wait for the game to catch up to our huge genie's brains.
our big boy brain. The piano plays non-stop. He couldn't have pressed that switch.
Well, Mr. Justice? The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire, and I didn't hear any wrong.
Whoa,
I didn't play any wrong notes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
That was great, Squidward. All those wrong notes you played made it sound more original. What? I didn't play any wrong notes. Apollo, did you play wrong notes to sound more original?
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
Is Clavier gonna pull it? Like, we know the answer. Come on, Apollo, catch up. What's strange?
Can you like pull it up in the mixing board and see if you can hear it in the see if we can hear it on our own? Just like turn down everything but the piano.
I don't know which one's the piano, so we're gonna find out which one's the piano. That's not the piano. No, something sounds wrong there. Oh. It's very hard to hear with piano. I think it's in the third section, though. I think it's in the third section. What's strange?
No, it's just your face. Something's odd about the performance there.
Odd.
Mr. Justice? If Machitobe didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it! Every fact says he's the accomplice!
You got the facts wrong, man! Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. But the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes!
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant, Machitobe, the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought. You thought?
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then you're a stupid thought. And our whole case is ruined.
I know that! It has to be him! He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch.
Well, you'd better find a way to prove it.
Ugh! What do I do? What do I do?
Ack, there has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd? Wait a second.
What? You thought of something odd besides your face?
What was Gavin saying just now? Was he giving me a hint?
Strange, your face.
My face?
No, it's just, something's odd about your face there.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did I hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. If you don't get the right answer, we're going to shoot Machi in the head on the spot.
Whoa!
Can you prove that Machitobe pressed that switch, or are we going to have to blow his brains out right here in court? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machitobe pressed that switch, or are we going to lower him into the acid?
I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Hair Forehead, you're sure about this?
Ha! Accept it! There's no evidence, man!
Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. Or we're going to lower this 14-year-old boy into this bubbling vat of acid. On what do you base your claim that the defendant who we're about to dissolve pressed that switch?
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Muzak? What about Muzak?
Let's listen to the piano part. Around the time when the switch was to be pressed, right before the guitar burst into flame. Oh, he's doing it for us. Love it. Love it. Around me.
Like,
I hear a piano being played.
You hear the little click, though. But, does this sound kind of simple?
Simple and clean? When you walk
I'll go away.
You don't hear me say...
I think I know what he's suggesting. You don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other.
Ha! What, so you're some kind of piano savant?
Actually no.
Then what do you know?
Savant.
You can't play a part like that with one hand!
Maybe.
I can play a part like that with one hand, but I'm amazing.
Well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here.
But I do know that I'm amazing.
Wait, I know! Hey,
Wait.
Troopsy!
Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry, so sad for you.
No, not really.
Ha ha!
That was just the easy ways to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, how are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't!
I admit it will be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song!
No! No way!
Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand right before the guitar burst into flame, or we're going to lower him into the vat of acid.
Machi was definitely playing one hand just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves that. Before?
Remember, piano is number 4.
Yep.
I think it's the second section.
Yeah.
Because there's one note he hits harder than the others. Also, I really did think the game was going to go with the he hit the switch by hitting a specific note. But I guess the igniter being found in the piano was just for convenience sake. Not actually part of the mystery. That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin? It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding.
I don't know if this is right or not.
I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with this section at all. Time to lower the boy into the acid.
We're trying to prove that he played one-handed before the section. I don't know why I feel like it's the first section. Hang on, I want to hear it again. Let me play it again! Let me play again! No.
I mean, we've only got 4 sections to present, so like we'll hit it eventually with the power of save states.
It definitely sounds different in 4 than it did in 1 and 2. It sounds like he's playing with 2 hands. Because it's not as simple. It's still simple. It's still the same tempo. It's either I'm thinking it's either 3 or 1 I have to present. Which one should I try first? I'm gonna try 3 first. Okay, I don't
That's
think...
the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it.
Well, I don't know.
Why do I feel like I've said this before?
Okay, so it's probably section 1. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Herr Forehead.
Not really, I'm not a musician. I don't know what I'm listening for.
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Man, how many times do we have to listen to the same goddamn thing?
You're right,
That's
enough
what you
of
were
that.
saying.
Let's listen to another section, shall we? Oh,
Another section?
is this when I present 3? The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to that night in your embrace.
Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace.
I don't hear what's wrong with that section, but it sounds nice.
Play verse 2 again.
Oh, I see. It's just not the same melody there. Yeah? There! Did you hear it?
That?
They feel the same, true. But they're clearly very different.
I hear it now. When they're side by side, it makes sense, but it is very hard to hear that. I'm not a musician.
What?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
Oh,
What's that proof?
I would think you know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man! So 2 verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian, you silly little boy.
Silly little chump.
There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh!
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself.
Now ask yourself why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch!
No!
order, order, order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
Ha!
What? No comeback? I can't believe it! I finally did it! I shut him up!
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Ah, ha, 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 ha! Good show, Sleeves! No, great show!
Shut up, Jaws.
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin! Tell him what's so disappointing!
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Herr Forehead.
Huh? Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts! Anyone can see what's him!
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut the mustard.
But...
1,000 facts might point toward the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
Well, I feel like that's important.
No,
I-
it doesn't matter.
I don't believe it.
The system is the system, you can't change it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
Oh, I think if we did, we already would have seen it a long ways back!
But, at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they just see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Hello, remember what Daddy said? That licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.
Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. You'll never guess what I found in my sock last night. Go on, guess. It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number 1.
I'm not reading this again.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot, no? I think that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him in further by conventional means. I gotta find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal.
So, can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Deadweight?
Well, Mr. Deadweight Attorney, we've come this far without much decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter.
Huh?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah, yes, good guitars are kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo!
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
Also better. I'm rather fond of poetry, and her forehead. And I intend to hear this poem through to the very end. Her forehead. You are accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche, and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case.
This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this guitar of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Sure. What's the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent?
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... I'm assuming it presents evidence. I don't know. I'm 100% sure. I didn't expect Call Witness to be here.
Try pressing it.
Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
Huh? So what is?
It is
What?
true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving his skill is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt?
See, my first thought was Machi, because, you know, works with him, but no, I doubt they're gonna listen to the defense, so I don't know.
I mean, it makes the most sense to me. He is the accomplice.
See, like, I was thinking, I was like, Machi, accomplice, yeah, but I don't know if they would want to listen to the defense as... I don't know.
Do you have any
I don't have
any
anyone
other,
else, so
other
I'll,
ideas?
I'll give him a try.
You also have a save state, so like
Yeah.
it's not like there's any actual risk.
Okay, this one's right. Good to know. And the person is the defendant, Machitobe!
Your client again?
My client is on a lot of shit, sir, but he did not murder this man. Machitobe was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darien Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted this. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Tooth was looking for, with a corporation of Republic of Virginia who could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue, a residue which we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt out guitar.
Aha! Very scientific of you.
I learned it from a sky, sir. Thus, if Machitobe acknowledges his agreement with Darien Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of Virginia cocoon, the case is solved!
Ha! Ha 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 ha!
Darian's laughing again.
His voice hurts me.
You got water, right?
I need to get water. I'll get water in a few minutes. It's fine. I'm fine right now. I'll just have no
You need to
life.
plug it. You need to plug in your laptop before you start streaming. You need to reboot it before you start streaming, and you need to have water on hand before you voice act. You're gonna learn these lessons eventually.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
What's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Borginian law. Ah!
Yeah, see? If RPS really was a smuggler, then testify about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking.
But you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What?
It's the other way around. If Mochi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, if Mochi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country.
Ah!
The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia.
And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but...
But if Mochi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here, not now!
Yeah, but you can't do this! You can't accuse me!
Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machitobe. The cocoon smuggling your entire plan. Machitobe knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling!
Ha! Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made of
Sounding real
cookies?
innocent right now.
Or no, a house made of pianos? Come on.
He's going crazy, bro.
Please? Don't
Bonk.
Oh boy.
Darien,
You silly little boy. I consider that my last session with you. We rock.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Heh, 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 heh.
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
And you'll talk? You'll tell this court everything?
I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi.
Situation. I cannot explain, but money. I needed. Very much in money.
Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system.
I feel like a lot of this is talking about the legal systems. It's talking about the legal system. Why? This is like the 5th time it's been brought up.
The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However,
Evidence, your mom.
however,
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machitobe,
Yes?
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And, with regards to the current charges of murder from Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
Oh my goodness. Eyes. Green eyes.
They look blue to me. I thank you.
Alright. They look green.
They look blue.
Blue or green.
Vote now on your phones. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machu Picchu.
Very guilty. Woo!
We make that joke every single time.
Well, he is very guilty of one crime, smuggling.
Court is adjourned.
I'm reminded. It's funny because I'm watching the Stephen Plays Let's Play of Breath of the Wild right now, and every time they complete a shrine and the monk fades away into dust, Stephen sings "Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind" at the end. And like, consider how many shrines there are in that game, and like it looks to me like they're doing all of them.
Oh my god, that's so many. July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Yeah, his wife and co-host were sick of it after like the 4th time.
And then he keeps doing it just to bother them at this point.
Bother her, yes.
Yeah.
I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess
So
there'll
he will be hanged.
I guess there'll be another trial here.
All's well that ends well. Daddy!
I owe you both my thanks. Lemuar? Why, is something wrong? I'm sorry. Machi was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I love him as my own son. Even now, I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be? I'm still sorry. Do not be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage?
I'm considering an open operation now. I'm considering an eye operation.
Perhaps you should consider an eye operation.
Perhaps.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny, I have always been afraid of the light. Life seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Lamua lost her sight due to some kind of accident.
An accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I fear that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting. Painting?
That's right! She's the landscape painter in sound, after all.
I'll paint
Rest
the
in
two
peace,
of
Mr.
you.
Latouche.
I promise.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamiwa! I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what?
You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission. That
You're
is-
on a secret mission? Can I join? Right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet! You bet! Me too!
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking queer. I love it! So they should just get together, and that's what I'm saying by the end of the game. I'm just saying. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end!
the end. How much time do we have left?
About
Okay.
another half hour.
So we can start the next one, I suppose. Turnabout Succession. A brand new episode has been added. Would you like to save your game? Yes.
No. We would like to delete our save.
Turnabout
Can you
Succession.
imagine?
No. And that's the whole truth of this case. Mason system. Oh, I've heard this in my soundtrack for Apollo Justice. I hear it a lot.
Okay, so you've got you've been spoiled.
I don't know what any of it means. I just heard this sound before. Or to understand it
In
myself.
order to understand it myself. Oh, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected.
Future.
Everything is Chrome in the future! And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Oh no!
Oh
What's
no.
her problem?
Something bad's happening.
Zoink, Scoob! Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours.
No! The fucker is back.
Hello, I'm the devil.
Hello, I'm the devil. October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Write anything, agency.
Hey, Apollo, look on TV! Look, look!
Yeah, I'm kinda busy.
Whoa, look at that! He's the last Grammary, alright. Amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this!
Ow, ow, ow! What? What? I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not diaries. And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
Hey, it's a journal, not a diary. And it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack this feel of the moment for later.
It
Right.
was the feel of the moment. telling you what my heart meant. The feel of the moment shown in your eyes.
Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemmy Wire disappeared.
That's right. Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good parts. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father is expecting me to look after her while he's away on his secret mission.
What you're seeing now is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum.
The Sunshine Coliseum?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, that's where the Gavineers concert was.
How convenient. Capcom won't have to draw new backgrounds. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 long years. That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too, whether you like it or not.
Legendary Grammaries. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on the stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Magic so ticket received.
Now you gotta examine it in 3D. Ooh.
Attorney's Edge. How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready.
I'm ready.
Magic ticket for a premiere showing of a grand illusion performed by the magician Valent Grammary.
Ooh, 3D.
I keep forgetting about the 3D feature despite it being very big in this game. I keep forgetting about it. It's impressive. I know. It's just like how I always forget to examine things like Resident Evil games despite that being the point. Anyway.
Are you ready, Apollo?
Ready? I'm ready! I can't hear you! For what?
For what? For the Troupe Grammary Grand Magic Show, duh!
It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one.
Huh?
It's a sequin sundress.
You mean I can't go in this?
No.
That is a very serious face. Doesn't get more straightforward than that.
The neutral face of displeasure. Ah, you're here. Working hard or hardly working? Hey, have you been? Hi there, stranger.
Not like the kind of greeting I want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time.
Been doing a lot of fucking. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yay! Pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself if I want to drive home. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret sex mission. You gotta take it easy with the sex, you know. I'll take it easy when I'm dead.
So, you still can't tell us what your mission is.
Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyway.
Huh? With me?
Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret sex mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys who has sex.
With Clavier? I mean...
A gigolo.
Gigolo. Can I just be a defense attorney? That also
No.
has sex with the prosecution? Come on!
No, that's my job. Be honest. Telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here.
What?
Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yes? The jurist system? That's right, the new legal system everyone's been talking about. Have you heard of it, Polly?
Huh? Maybe?
Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
The juris system, huh? The juris system.
So, Daddy, what's this juris system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? Like 12 Angry Men? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Polly?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system.
Is that system dead in this world? I suppose
I mean,
we.
have you?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen a jury in any of the cases we've tried?
That's true. That's true. It is usually just the prosecution and the defense going.
And the judge.
And the judge. Well, we ignore the judge.
It's just the judge deciding a verdict on his own.
Yeah.
They're calling the new system the jurist system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge, and they share snacks with him. And they polish his bald head. And they help analyze the case from different angles.
They give him snackoos! And there will only be... and there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
Are you sure you know how to read? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo, but not how to read.
I read backwards, sorry.
I'm not even sure you even know how to read it forwards. Their findings directly affect the verdict.
I definitely know how to read forwards, but... I messed up because I read backwards.
Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright from Sim City. Dr. Wright is Assistant Trucy and Pet Polly, the perfect team.
Pets? Hey! Secret mission.
Put on the collar, boy.
So what is this secret mission?
The jury system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo.
I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally.
Helping how?
Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Jurist System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge and the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job! I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. Case is a murder.
That's not simple at all!
But by simple, did you mean that the defendant is... guilty? Yeah, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious, in a worst case scenario.
You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial!
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
What? Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yeah. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case.
Eh?
Something that happened last night.
Phoenix just casually throwing this on Apollo. Poor Apollo, but bro doesn't get, like, any notice about anything in this game. Montgomery.
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show.
Huh? Oh, right. The card tricks.
They're not card tricks. They're
So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
It's that Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valent. You can
Have
give
fun.
him a big kiss. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing, and somebody needs to go give him a big kiss.
Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission? You know, the trial that I suddenly have tomorrow?
Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me.
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum.
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Grammary. That reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Grammary seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, it's great! But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
Then it's a recycle your plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic.
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So, what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy? No.
That's angry. I don't think I've seen Phoenix that angry in this game yet. That's angry. He usually just looks smug or happy. That's anger.
Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. Grammary envelope obtained. Level about the grammaries, huh? Trial simulation. Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do! I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. As a blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good! That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Don't you worry about blank. Let me worry about blank. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo? If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's a-wasting.
I think it's a good place to end it.
It is almost 1 a.m.
And we are almost
And
at
I
the
do
2-hour mark.
And I do have to get back to Tears of the Kingdom. I left Yunobo in the Fire Temple.
That's unfortunate. Anyway, that'll be it for me tonight, Twitch crowd. You can catch me again with this on Monday. And you can catch us more on Mikey's channel, twitch.tv/Mikeybuster. For some...
A mystery game.
Okay, I know what it is. But anyway, catch us tomorrow.
That's why I stepped in. Because I knew you were about to spoil it.
It's gonna be fun. Come join.
Be there or be square. Bye, Twitch chat. Loves y'all.
Bye, Twitch crowd. Loves ya. Bye.